East to the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now they'll run it on the toss. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. This is caught inside the 15. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
The Redskins send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Kayvon Webster there to make the tackle. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
This is Gordon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll drop to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll set up to throw. Jordan Reed has it, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Able to push his way through, and he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go! What? 90!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Back to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Bryant. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 49 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
Snickers, you gotta spin.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by John Johnson. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Into the Redskins have it. They do.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And here come the Redskins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 9.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Now Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't work, and figured out a better game plan.
push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And now running right through it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by K'Von Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go. What?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience, and now they get to demand production?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Zach Cunningham in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. That's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Johnson on the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go!
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Hey, you got three.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. Rosas now to kick this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket, and this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. The Redskins send out their punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And taken right at the 35. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have now taken a late lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw. Underneath for Johnson. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alex Okafor in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Pittsburgh, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, man? Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. but you look too light. Why even play with your life? I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I have. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see no and then I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm caught.